Every shoe is not for everyone. If you have not run in the Adidas RC model before, then look before you leap. Hi guys, the running doc Dr. CY is here again, and today I want to share with you my experiences running in the Adidas Adizero RC 5. These shoes have been out for a few months. I initially checked them out, but I didn't want to buy them because I looked it up and they had 27 by 17 millimeter light strike only midsole, and I assumed they would be firm. And so I didn't go for it because I'm not a fan of firm running. At my age, my knees need more pampering. However, the looks of the shoes appealed to me, and some days ago I saw it at a very significant discount, and then I thought, why not? At least I can check it out for my valued subscribers and viewers. I've done a few kilometers in these shoes, wore them on a couple of occasions casually as all-day wear, and I must say I have mixed feelings with these shoes. I can best describe this shoe as a racing flat. If you don't know about them, then check them out first. You know, they have minimal cushioning, they are snug fits, and they are usually for short, fast runs. That's the vibe I get from these shoes when I have them on my feet. These have quite a few things going for them, and quite a few not going for them from my own point of view. I don't want to be too negative about these shoes, so I will start from what I like about these shoes first. Number one, the looks. These look nice. Whether you are holding them in your hands or you are wearing them on your feet, the shoes look nice. I like the silhouette of the shoes. I like the color play. I like the design. The next point is the weight. These weigh just 232 grams in my size US 11 or EU 45, and that's pretty lightweight for a running shoe. Holding them in your hands or even wearing them on my feet, they really do feel very, very light. You know, to put it in perspective, the Adidas Adios Pro 3, the racing shoe from Adidas, weighs 238 grams. The Adizero Takumi Sen 9 weighs 212 grams, all in the same size. So you can see that these shoes have racing shoe weight. The next thing I like about these shoes is the breathability. If you take a look at these shoes, you see lots of holes, perforations. Even while walking, I could literally feel the wind on my feet. So the breathability of these shoes are really impressive. The next point is the outsole. The outsole looks pretty decent. And I have some contact that it has put about 400 kilometers in the RC4, and that's a good omen for the RC5. The next point is the comfort. Now, on comfort, I don't mean comfortability while running. I mean comfort when you put them on feet and when you are walking. These feel pretty comfortable walking in. The underfeet feel is nice. The material feels nice around the feet. Very nice walk shoe for me. Putting this on and especially wearing them as casual wear, I really enjoyed having these shoes on my feet. For the running experience, I'll talk about that later in the video. The next point that I like about these shoes is the lockdown. The lockdown of these shoes were pretty good. You know, I didn't even need to engage the runner's loop to get a very nice lockdown. As soon as I put them on, tie the laces, I was good to go. So now, these are the things that I like about these shoes. Now, with that out of the way, what are the things that I don't like about these shoes? What are the negatives that I have about these shoes? Now, the first point is the cushion. This gave a very firm ride. Too firm for me. Worn it for some distance, use it on a couple of occasions for different forms of exercise, and they still feel quite firm. The light strike only midsole with 27 millimeters in the heel and 17 millimeters in the forefoot did not give much cushioning running in these shoes. On my feet, these felt almost like minimalist shoes. Maybe because I'm used to much high stack comfort running. Too much ground feel here. I know some people like it that way, but these are definitely not for me. If you have not run in the RC model before, then be careful before paying for this. Doing 5K in these shoes was tough. There was so much pressure on my joints and on my feet, and especially his striking in these shoes was just something else. In order to be able to complete my run, I had to intentionally maintain a mid to forefoot striking, but striker. His striking in these was something else. The jarring sensations up my feet were just not palatable. The 10mm heel to toe drop is quite steep for such a low stack shoe, and you know the higher heel to toe drop continues to encourage heel striking, and his striking in these shoes are going to hurt you. The next point I don't like about these shoes is the snug fit, and that's another feature of racing flats. I got my usual size in this, but they were so snug. My toes were practically scraping the tip of these shoes. And another point is that these also run narrow. Another feature of racing flats. There wasn't much room for my toes to spread out. The shoe fits snug and also runs narrow. That's a combination destination for an uncomfortable run. The next thing I didn't enjoy about this shoe is the poor arch support. Arch support was practically non-existent. Just a tiny bump in the medial side of these shoes that didn't really do much. So thinking of long distance in these shoes, well, not for me, definitely. And how about the response? Well, these are pretty lightweight actually. So running in these was quite easy. But as per response, can't really talk about it. Couldn't even feel the compression, not to talk of the response. But definitely it was not a drag issue. Of course, with the firm ride comes some snappy ride. Another important negative factor is the weakness of the upper of these shoes. Now, I have not had any problem in my shoes. Of course, I just got these up. But on the Adidas website, I saw reviews from other people who have used these shoes, and that didn't really sit so well with the upper of these shoes. Many people were complaining about the weakness of the upper, and all of them had the same problem. The shoes ripped from the outer part of the toe box, and all of them happened just around the little toe. I counted up to 6 people complaining of the same problem within 2 months of wearing these shoes. Be careful about that if you want to get these shoes and you want to use them for hardware. I don't know if you've run in the previous model. Let us know whether the RC4 or the models before that had similar problems. In the end, this definitely will not be making my road running rotation. The major reason for that is the poor cushioning. I don't know about you, but cushioning is a big deal for me in my running shoes. And if you are over 40, it should be for you too. My knees and ankles deserve better. I've been running consistently for over 8 years without any injuries to my knees or to my ankles, and I didn't get there running in shoes with poor cushioning or poor support. However, it's very important to note that every shoe is not for everyone. That's why you have all types of running shoes for different kinds of runners. As these are a no-no for me, these are also some great shoes for some other people. It might be for you too. My role here as a reviewer is to give you a heads up what to expect from this shoe if you want to go for it. If you don't like too much cushioning, if you're a fan of minimalist shoes or ground feel, then these here are just right up your alley. However, if you like softness, if you like a nicely cushioned ride, if you're a heel striker, a heavy runner, or older guys, then I suggest you stay away from these shoes. But what will I be using these for now that I've got them? Casual wear mostly. They look nice on feet and they feel comfortable. They are going to make a nice casual wear for me. They are close to the ground, they are precisible, they are lightweight, and they look good. So these are going to also serve well for me in the gym. And most treadmills already have inbuilt cushioning. So the lightweight can also help you to pick up the pace from the treadmill runs. So that's another thing that I can use these shoes for. So guys, that's my experience running in the Adidas Adizero RC5. Once again, I urge you to like the video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything. So thanks for watching this. Until the next one, is goodbye.